Imagine a coin, smaller than your thumb, worth more than a mansion. In the world of rare coins, that's reality. Some coins are so rare, only a handful of people have ever owned them. They're not just currency, but artifacts that survived centuries. Each imperfection tells a story. Wars, fallen empires, economic collapse. Most coins were melted or lost, but a lucky few slipped through history's cracks. Today, we'll uncover legendary coins that shocked collectors and changed lives. Pieces so coveted that billionaires and museums battle for them. We'll explore their history, rarity, and the jaw-dropping prices they command. And stick around, one of these coins was found by accident, turning pocket change into a life-changing fortune. To understand rare coins, let's go back to ancient Lydia, around 600 BCE, where the first coins were born, stamped lumps of electrum, marked with a lion's head. These weren't for everyday purchases, they were symbols of power, used by kings and merchants for major deals. Most were melted down by later rulers eager to stamp their own mark on history, making survivors incredibly rare. Finding a genuine Lydian stater is like unearthing a fossil from the dawn of money. When one appears at auction, collectors go wild, not for the gold, but for the story and the direct link to the birth of commerce. Condition is everything. A clear lion's head and punch mark make it a museum-worthy artifact. Values range from thousands to hundreds of thousands, but for collectors, it's priceless. The Lydian stater is the cornerstone of any serious collection, the origin story of money itself. So next time you see a coin, remember? It all started with a stamped lump of metal in ancient Turkey. The few that remain aren't just coins, they're legends. Fast forward to medieval England, 1344. King Edward III creates the double florin, a gold coin meant to rival Europe's best. It was a masterpiece, but overvalued. Merchants rejected it, and the king ordered nearly all to be melted down. For centuries, the double florin was a ghost, known only from records, with none in private hands. Then, in 1857, two were found by kids playing by a river. They landed in the British Museum. The dream of private ownership seemed impossible, until 2006, when a metal detectorist unearthed a third in a muddy English field. Experts were stunned. A coin thought destroyed for 650 years had survived. That single coin sold for over $6 million, making it one of Britain's most valuable coins. Only three exist, two in a museum, one in private hands. When only one person on Earth can own something, its value becomes mythical. The double florin isn't just gold, it's a survivor, a failed royal experiment, and a legend reborn. That's true rarity. Every hobby has its holy grail. For coin collectors, it's the 1933 Double Eagle, a coin with a story of presidential orders, secret smuggling, and legal drama. In 1933, FDR took the U.S. off the gold standard, ordering all gold coins melted down. Nearly 500,000 double eagles were never issued, supposedly all destroyed. But a few escaped, likely smuggled out by a mint employee. The Secret Service spent decades hunting them down. Most were seized and destroyed, but one ended up with Egypt's King Farouk, vanishing for decades after his overthrow. In 1996, it resurfaced in New York, sparking a 5-year legal battle. The government finally agreed to legalize and auction that single coin. In 2002, it sold for $7.6 million. In 2021, it shattered records at $18.9 million. Today, it's the only 1933 Double Eagle a private person can legally own. 10 others are locked in Fort Knox, never to be sold. Of nearly 500,000 minted, only one is in private hands. That's the ultimate rarity, a coin you can't legally own, except for one. Its story is a mix of law, luck, and legend. For collectors, it's the Everest of coins. The 1933 Double Eagle proves, sometimes the rarest treasures are forbidden, and that only adds to their allure. Some coins are rare because they were never supposed to exist, like the 1913 Liberty Head nickel. Officially, the design ended in 1912, replaced by the Buffalo nickel. No 1913 Liberty Heads were authorized. Yet 5 exist, likely struck in secret by Mint employee Samuel Brown, who later revealed them to the world. Brown's clever marketing turned these clandestine coins into instant legends. Each has a unique story, with famous owners and dramatic rediscoveries, like the Walton specimen, misidentified as a fake and hidden for decades. When it resurfaced, it was worth millions. Today, these 5 nickels fetch $3 to $5 million each. A 5-cent piece, secretly made, now worth a fortune. Proof that rarity and a good story are irresistible. The 1913 Liberty Head nickel is the ultimate manufactured rarity, a coin that shouldn't be, but is, and that's why collectors covet it. Not all rare coins are planned. Some are pure accidents, like the 1943 copper penny. During Warzetunes, copper was needed for the war, so pennies were made from steel. But a few copper blanks were accidentally used, creating a handful of 1943 copper cents. For years, their existence was denied, fueling rumors and treasure hunts. In 1947, teenager Don Lutz Jr. found one in his school cafeteria change. Experts dismissed it as fake, but he kept it for life. Only about 20 genuine 1943 copper pennies exist, making them lottery-level rare. When Lutz's coin finally went to auction in 2019, it sold for over $200,000. Pristine examples have fetched over $1.7 million. The 1943 copper penny proves that even a simple mistake can create a legend. It wasn't found by a king or a millionaire, but by a regular kid. Treasure can be hiding in your pocket change. Always check your coins. You never know what you'll find. Sometimes the slimmest chances pay off in the biggest ways. That's the magic of rare coins. From ancient Lydia to a school cafeteria, these coins are more than money. They're artifacts, symbols, and sometimes happy accidents. Most coins are ordinary, but a rare few become legends, owned by only a handful of people. Their value comes from rarity, history, and the stories they carry. A king's ambition, a president's order, a secret minting, or a simple mistake. These turn metal into treasure. So next time you find an old coin, think about its journey. Sometimes that story is worth millions.